Hello, friends of Fremont family. Great to see you again. Happy New Year. Belated Merry Christmas. I get to talk to you today about Revelations 12, which is a bit of the Christmas story from a different perspective. So I hope you enjoy it as much as I did. My name is Dave Whitty. I think most of you know me by now. I'm one of the elders at Fremont. Um, Revelations 12 is a different view of the Christmas story. It's told from a heavenly, other dimension perspective. And it was really amazing to me to think about that this Christmas story that we all know so well and have talked about and enjoyed leading up to this last week. If you read this version of it, there's a battle going on, and there's good and evil, and um, it's such a great reminder that we think we see and know so much and are in control. Sometimes we try to feel like we're in control, and this version of the Christmas story reminds me that there's many things going on that we don't know about, we don't control, but the great news is that God is in control. He knows, and he knows the end of the story, and it's going to work out. He protects the woman. In verse 13, verses 13 and 14, when the evil goes after the woman, God protects her, and we can be assured that we are also protected. It really reminded me as I was studying this and thinking about it of chapter 4 and the throne, that no matter how bad it looks to us and all these terrible things going on, that God has this amazing throne and he is in control and he reigns. We can be assured that God is in control, even in places that we don't understand and can't see and don't even know are going on, much less here in our little lives here on earth. We can definitely trust that God is in control. This also reminded me that one of Satan's primary weapons that he uses against us is accusation and condemnation. He gets us to believe the lie that we're not good enough, that our pasts are too terrible, that we have done things, and so God doesn't care about us or doesn't want us to be saved. And that lie is so common, and it's so terrible, and that's just not true. And verse 11, I think, talks about that. How about our testimony, and how it helps us set us free? Verse 11 says they triumphed over him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony. I think that's such a great reminder to us that we can help other people and ourselves even by remembering where we've been and what God has done in our lives, and that belief that we have in that future promise. That can be so powerful for people to overcome that lie of Satan, that they aren't good enough, that they don't deserve God's love, that they've done too many things wrong. That's just not true. And verse 11 tells us how to help with that, with our testimony. Dave Pack, I had a note on this verse from September 15th of last year. He talks about how important it is for us to relearn stuff that we already know and actually make it a heartfelt reality. And I think our stories help other people do that, and they help us do it, to look back and say, oh, I remember when I read that and what I was going through and how God answered that prayer. So I just pray that it's an actual reality in your life, and that you truly know that triumph comes through Jesus, that you know it in your heart, not just in your mind, not just on the paper, not just the words on the page, but it's guaranteed. It comes through Jesus. We can't blow it. We don't need to listen to those accusations from Satan that we aren't good enough. We can rest with confidence on God's love, and therefore go out into this world with confidence and share that love with our neighbors, our city, and our world. Thank you, Fremont. Happy New Year, and I look forward to seeing you on Sunday.